This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Nicole Grigg with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Right now, police are still looking for one of two accused burglars who they say broke into a pair of Phoenix businesses early this morning, a hookah lounge and an Asian restaurant near 19th Avenue in Osborne. When officers arrived, they arrested one person but chased another through the neighborhood, hearing gunshots, and that suspect got away. All of it quite the wake-up call for people living nearby.
And I tried to ignore it and fall back asleep. Then I heard the dogs bark again. So I got up and I saw the red and blue lights across like the top of the walls where they were shining over the curtains. And then I went and looked out the window. There was probably, at least probably a dozen cops lined up all the way down the whole street.
We'll continue pressing for updates as police conduct their investigation. 3 Arizona teens are facing charges this morning after a gun was discovered at a high school in Yuma County. Deputies say a student took his parents' gun to school to scare off a bully and asked 2 of his classmates to help him hide it. A teacher found out about the situation and called in deputies to Antelope High School in Welton, just east of Yuma. The gun was taken away and the 3 teens were booked in the Yuma County Juvenile Justice Center. America votes, and in the Valley, Maricopa County election officials believe more than 20% of the county's nearly 2 million voters have either mailed in or dropped off a ballot in today's election. At one drop box location on the campus of the Madison Elementary School District, we saw voters today dropping off their ballots at a steady and consistent pace. School bonds and overrides, the main items on the ballot, and the results are about to be known.
We've received back, as of this weekend, about 400,000 ballot packets. That's out of about 1.9 million that we sent out. And so, again, we're right in that 21, 22. And then if we get back 50,000 more today, 60,000 more, then we're right in about where I expected.
Results will start coming in online at 8 o'clock. You have until 7 p.m. to drop off your ballot. Snow globes, meat tenderizers, knives, and liquor, what sounds like items you'd find in the depths of a garage, were actually the items on display at Sky Harbor today. They're examples of prohibited things people had in their carry-on luggage. Small knives are common, but the most voluntarily abandoned item is the everyday water bottle. TSA says if you can spill it, spread it, pour it, or pump it, it's limited to 3.4 ounces on an average day. There's about 130,000 people who come through Sky Harbor, and last year there were nearly 200 firearm discoveries and carry-on luggage over the course of the year. That puts us in the top 5 for firearm discoveries across the U.S. Guns need to be in a locked hard case in checked luggage and declared with the airline. If not, police are called and you can face a $15,000 fine.
It's not a fast process, so often what happens is people end up losing their flight.
However you may feel about your family, Sky Harbor aims to alleviate holiday travel frustration by suggesting waiting at the 24th or 44th Street SkyTrain. Arrive 2 hours early for domestic flights, 3 for international, and can book holiday parking right now. The holiday season is here, and you can celebrate with a tree from the Tonto National Forest. Tree permits are about to go on sale starting Thursday. You can reserve yours online at recreation.gov or at ranger stations in Cave Creek, Mesa, Tonto Basin, Globe, or Payson. Permits cost $15 and are valid through December 31st.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Finally, a cool down is on the way beginning Wednesday in the valley. Starting off with temperatures in the morning right around 60 degrees at 6 o'clock, then gradually warming up throughout the day, reaching the mid-70s by midday and topping out at 80 degrees, which is actually close to where we should be for this time of year, but cooler than it has been. Remember, we've been in the 90s for the past couple of days. That will not be the case on Wednesday. Across northern Arizona, we'll keep the highs in the 50s there in Flagstaff and along the south rim of the Grand Canyon. 56 in Wind Winslow 64, I should say Winslow, 56 in Winter Rock. And across southern Arizona, we'll keep those highs in the 70s and 80s too. And the wind will be up a bit across Mojave County, but not as intense across northern Arizona tomorrow. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll drop those temperatures even more Thursday and Friday with highs in the upper 70s, then back in the 80s for Veterans Day and the rest of the weekend and early next week too. And Flagstaff, we'll drop those highs into the 40s on Thursday with lows in the teens Friday morning.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.